if we're talking about a defense for Clair Expedition 33, I have to remind you that there's no reason for me to actually do this, because technically it speaks for itself. You could be upset, angry, throw a fit, cry, win this one game of the year, but it already happened. There's no going back. Clair Expedition 3 already took my wife, my children, my daughter, my high school diploma, and it won somehow best streamer and best best mobile game, because apparently that's what it looks like. But no, and seriously, in defense for Clair Expedition 33, there's been like 3 focal points that people have kind of been mentioning that I think are bad takes. One, people are mentioning is that the gameplay looks ripped off or looks the same as in any turn-based game. While technically they're not wrong, they're also wrong at the same time. If you're saying that a turn-based game looks like another turn-based game, you're not wrong by that. Like, yes, you will find similarities between a turn-based game and another turn-based game that kind of look similar. But if you're saying that Clair Expedition 33 is the same as every turn-based game, I would say you're completely wrong. This game has 3 mechanics that most turn-based games don't have, which is the ability to jump, dodge, or parry, which you kind of need all of those to beat the game. Basically, you're not getting far in this game without beating. It's not like every turn-based game where you kind of do an attack and then you're just forced to take the assault that the enemies give you. No, you can parry it, dodge it, and that's really the skill issue in this game of dodging the attacks. And it gets to an absurd point. There's one point in the game where you have to parry consecutively like 32 attacks to beat an enemy. It is almost egregious and very fun. But a lot of people will see Clair's gameplay and go, this one game of the year? While I think that is a frankly dumbass take, because I could look at any game and be like, man, Hollow Knight, that shit is boring as fuck, bro. Why doesn't it have 3-dimensionals? We in the big 2025. You don't got 3D movement. We still in the 2D sphere. Get the fuck out of here. Hades 2, yo, ew, boring ass shit, bro. Shit look like a goddamn mobile game. Cringe. Like, are we thinking? Like, I don't understand how a game looking like its genre and playing like its genre is a bad thing. If you don't like the genre, that's fine. No one's forcing you to play Clair. And it's fine. Like, it's completely fine if you just don't like the game, or you don't like the genre, or you don't like anything about Clair. It is not anything wrong with you. It's just personal taste. That's completely fine. No one's gonna kill you for that, bro. It's just kind of weird. It's just kind of weird to be so concerned with a game you just don't like. It's fine. It's fine. You just don't like the game. You don't have to scream from the rooftops, bro. We hear you. You know what I don't like? A game I don't like? I don't like sport or racing games. I don't like I don't like Forza either. That shit is I think those games are boring as fuck. I am not about to sit here and bitch every time it comes out, okay? You know what I don't like either? I don't like that Mario Kart racing. I don't like that Mario Kart 1 best racing. I'm not about to bitch about it. First off, I didn't win any awards. They're not paying me. I don't know why people care about Game Awards to begin with. The Game Awards are completely irrelevant. I'm getting sidetracked, but the Game Awards are completely irrelevant. The Game Awards do not matter at all. None of us are winning any awards. None of us are getting anything from this. I mean, we don't benefit from Game Awards in the slightest. So bitching about it is kind of pointless. But back to Clair. A lot of people call the story generic, which I would respectfully disagree with, although I do think the story has minor flaws. In Act 3, Lune and Ciel take a significant backseat for the real protagonist of Clair Expedition 33, which is the family, Mael's family in particular. So two of the major characters take a serious backseat, but that can kind of be explained with some headcanon if you want to get copium enough. I might make a video about that if you want to see it, but if you want to get copium enough, you could probably explain that off a little bit. But the story of Expedition 33 threw me for a loop and multiple turns. It was definitely not generic. It was the story was the best part of the game. The story was the best part of the game. I thought the gameplay was really good. I thought it was really easy too. But I didn't think the gameplay was so good that it just was like revolutionary. No, I think the story for me was the best part of the game. The music excels. The music, beautiful. The music was super good. Now, a lot of people were saying that Clair Expedition 33 steals aspects from like other RPGs, and that's why it's not as good as it is. Which I don't see it. I don't see it. I think that's just hard copium. I usually try to take most people's points legitimately and try to see it in a retrospect, where I try to come to a general understanding or a general piece where we can look and agree on the same things. But I just don't see that argument at all, so I can't even counteract it because I can't even entertain it. I just think it's just dumb take. I'm gonna try to make this as short as humanly possible because I realized I didn't expand on this at all. So this game has multiple different combat features in multiple different characters. So each character has each character has a basic technique, and each character has their own technique with their own gameplay styles. For instance, Mael has her stances, Luna has her stance, Sayel has her cards, Gustav has his charges, Verso has his... I fucking hate Verso. And then Moko loves his feet. So each character has their own different style of gameplay, which can change and differentiate. Also, Minoko, on top of having his feet, also has a literal, like, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. You have to play the game. You have to play the game. I'm not even gonna try to explain. And like, let me mention that Clair Expedition 33's gameplay is far from boring. It is exciting. Building your characters is very exciting too. It was one of my favorite parts of the game. It's building these ridiculous ass builds to become significantly overpowered and just become a demigod, decimating and destroying everything, with the buff screen getting so ridiculously large that it goes above the screen and you ask all of your buffs activate at the same time. And the shit that you can do in this game is absolutely ridiculous. Like the kind of builds that you can make. Just search up Clair Expedition 33 Mael build and just scroll down, buddy. Just scroll down for me. You will see tons of videos about all kind of wacky ass builds that you can get, and it's fucking hilarious. What's more surprising to me is that people like said, oh, I've never heard of Clair Expedition 33 before the Game Awards, which is weird because it was the most nominated game ever. So if you were surprised about this, maybe you should have done your research. I mean, if you're talking about the Game Awards or voting for the Game Awards without knowing, or at least having a general guess of all the games that are coming out on the gaming sphere, you might not be qualified to be having an opinion about the Game Awards if you never heard about the most nominated game ever in Game Awards history. I mean, this is like giving your sport takes and then being like, well, I've never heard of Michael Jordan. Maybe you shouldn't be talking about sports if you never heard about Michael Jordan. Just a bold take there. Just throwing that out there. Maybe you should not be making legendary clips on TikTok if you never heard of a game. A lot of people also mention Clair Expedition 3 sales compared to other games, which, considering that Clair is an original game and the games that Clair is going against are sequel games, I'm not surprised that Clair didn't have the amount of sales compared to these games, or that it didn't break the Steam page. People say that, oh, Hollow Knight Silksong broke the Steam page. Hollow Knight Silksong had like 7 years of hype and build-up. It was a pre-established franchise. Expedition 33 just came out of nowhere. How would that even make sense? This game spread by word of mouth. This was not a game. I didn't even see an ad for Clair. I literally heard about it from someone in real life. Hollow Knight was built up for 7 years. People were waiting for this. This was like something that people knew that they wanted. That people knew that this game was going to be contending for Game of the Year before it came out. That's how much hype was for it. No one cared about Clair before the game came out. This is not a good. There are literally like 4 sequels that Clair went up against, which is surprising. Clair had a hard battle to win. You have multiple sequels, multiple games with built-in trust and fans, and still won. If that's not an award in itself, I don't know what it is. It's harder to do that than having a category of all new games, because then it's like, damn, do I really want to pick this over that? And then it's like you have to go against Death Stranding 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Hollow Knight 2, Hades 2. Like, you have to go against games with pre-established fans, and people still chose to give their money to Expedition 33 just to try it. A lot of people will say that Clair Expedition 3 isn't an indie game, and to that I'll say it's an indie game. So I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Like, I'm sorry. I find it particularly funny that Clair Expedition 3 could bring this amount of hate for winning of awards that everyone knows is like it's funny to me that people care about the Game Awards, because the Game Awards are like, people go, Clair Expedition 3 won Game Awards, what a joke. The Game Awards suck. And then they'll still bitch about Clair winning the Game Awards. I don't care. Like, no matter what won the Game Awards, my honest reaction would have been, good for them. Because I don't particularly care about the game. Unless they're paying me money, or my game is up there, like my game that I made is up there, I will never care about the Game Awards. I will literally never care. There will never be a second in my entire life where I care about the Game Awards. Pay me, I'll care. Pay me, I'll care. I don't care. I literally will never care about the Game Awards. Like, you cannot, there's nothing you can do to make me care about the Game Awards. Nothing about it is important. It has no significance to any game. A game winning of awards is no resemblance to its personal worth to you or to anybody else. An award is just an achievement made by man. It means absolutely nothing, and art transcends that. Art transcends awards. You want to experience true art? Go play some games and stop caring about some stupid fucking awards.
Esquier.
Are you troubled, mon ami?
When we first met, what did you mean by my terrible swimmer friend?
I didn't say that.
I remember it quite clearly.
Oh, you mean the second time we met?
What?
In the caves, yeah?
Sorry, I'm quite lost.
Oh yeah, me too. It's fun.
What do you mean by second time?
First means number 1. Second means number 2.
Yes, I understand that. So, was I swimming the first time we met?
Yes, you were. Before you stopped swimming in the middle of the ocean. That's dangerous.
It was you. You saved me. Back then. Wait, but how?
I heard your tears.
From so far away?
I heard you, so I came.
Ah, I see. Thank you.
Tears again. You sure do like to cry.
I guess I do.
Verso likes crying too.
Yes, I know.
You were looking for someone then. Did you find them?
No. But hopefully soon.
Yeah. I get sad too when I lose my stones. But I always find them again. You will find them again too.
You're the best. Mon ami.